So I've been using the Bose Bass Module 500 for a while now, and this is one of those products that doesn't try to overwhelm you with size or complexity. It's small, it's minimal, and it fits into basically any living room setup without drawing attention to itself. But the real question is, can something this compact actually deliver meaningful bass? Or is it just riding on the Bose name? First impression, it looks exactly like what you'd expect from Bose. Clean, understated, no unnecessary design elements. It's a cube, but a very refined one. The build quality is solid, nothing flashy. Just that premium matte finish that blends into your space instead of standing out in it. And honestly, that's kind of the philosophy here. This isn't meant to be a centerpiece. It's meant to disappear visually and let the sound do the talking. Setup is also pretty straightforward. It connects wirelessly to compatible Bose soundbars, and once it's paired, you don't really think about it again. No complicated wiring, no messy cables running across your room. It just integrates into the system and becomes part of it. That simplicity is something Bose has always done well, and it shows here again. Now, let's talk about the actual performance, because that's where things get interesting. For its size, the Bass Module 500 delivers clean, controlled low end. It doesn't try to rattle your entire house, and it's not pretending to compete with massive dedicated subwoofers. Instead, it focuses on precision and balance. In movies, explosions have more weight, footsteps feel more grounded, and soundtracks gain that subtle depth that you don't always notice immediately, but you definitely miss when it's gone. With music, it's a similar story. You're not getting overwhelming bass that dominates the mix, but you are getting a tighter, more refined low-frequency response. Kick drums feel punchy, bass lines are more present, and everything feels slightly more alive without becoming muddy or exaggerated. But there is a limit here, and it's important to be honest about it. If you're expecting earth-shaking bass or a club-like experience, this isn't it. This is tuned for clarity and controlled performance, not raw power. And depending on your expectations, that can either be exactly what you want or slightly underwhelming. One of the most interesting things is how it behaves in different room sizes. In a small to medium-sized room, it feels almost perfectly balanced. It fills the space without overpowering it. But in larger rooms, you start to notice that it doesn't quite scale the same way. It still adds value, but it's not going to transform a big, open living room into a theater-level experience on its own. Where it really makes sense is as part of a full Bose ecosystem. Paired with a compatible soundbar, it fills in that missing low-end gap and creates a more complete soundstage. That's really the intention here. It's not meant to be a standalone powerhouse, but a system enhancer. At its price point, the biggest debate is value. You're paying for refinement, brand consistency, and integration, not raw specifications on a sheet. And that's something Bose has always leaned into. It's less about how loud or how deep, and more about how balanced and cohesive the experience feels. So after spending time with it, the Bose Bass Module 500 lands in a very specific category. It's not for everyone, but if you're already in the Bose ecosystem or you want clean, controlled bass without the bulk of a traditional subwoofer, it absolutely delivers on that promise. The real takeaway here is simple. This isn't about shaking walls. It's about completing the sound. And depending on what you're looking for, that might be exactly enough.